Welcome to another episode of Drams Delivered. This month we have something very exciting, which if you're a keen whisky fan and keeping an eye on new releases, you might recognise what's sitting in front of us. We're looking at something from the Lowland region. Now, in Drams Delivered, quite a while back, we tried something pretty special from the Lowlands, and that was Daftmill. Now, what we're going to try today is from the same region, and there are some similarities that I'll maybe pass over to John to talk you through.
Yeah, so the whisky that we're going to be trying today is from a pretty new distillery called Lochlea, which is in the Lowland region. And this is part of the core range now of Lochlea. Some of you may have tried the inaugural release. There's been a few seasonal releases, but this is the first of the core range of Lochlea. And this is called Lochlea Our Barley. So it's a non-age statement, but Lochlea is quite a young distillery, so this is probably about 4-year-old whisky. But this has been entirely produced using barley that Lochlea have grown themselves. And there's a real emphasis on that with everything that Lochlea do. Some of our favourite distilleries, Matthew mentioned Daftmill, which produces all of its own barley. Kilchoman produce 100% Isla, which is produced using all their own barley. Some of our favourite distilleries are doing things in this way, and I think it really shows. So yes, let's have a little look at the bottle, shall we?
Before the bottle, the box as well. The box is very cool.
Lovely design, and if you look at the side of the box, you'll see this little sort of pattern on the side, and that's supposed to represent barley, supposed to look like barley.
So we were kind of racking our brains there thinking about distilleries that use their kind of barley, because the scale of whisky production now, I think we touched on in the last episode, or a couple of months ago maybe, that the scale of production, economies of scale, a lot of distilleries just cannot physically produce enough barley. They don't have enough space or land, and to be honest, there's probably not enough kind of barley production in Scotland to meet the demand for all the distilleries. So a lot of distilleries will have to go further afield, down to England, into mainland Europe, to get enough barley. So the guys like Lochlea who are doing it themselves, that is proper small production.
Yeah, and it should be commended. A very famous poet used to work the fields at Lochlea. Any idea who?
No.
Robert Burns actually worked at Lochlea, not at the distillery,
I don't know who that is, John.
The distillery is quite new. You don't know who he is? No. Well, he was quite a famous Scottish bard, and the sort of motto of the distillery, if you like, it's actually on the cork, is a quote from one of his poems, which is "Dare to be honest and fear no labour." And I think that kind of nicely sums up what Lochlea are trying to do. This is a really honest product, and it's kind of how whisky would have been produced hundreds of years ago. You know, the barley's grown right there, and it's distilled and matured right there as well.
Hard work.
So hard work. Fear no labour, though. You know, it's hopefully worth it. I think it will be.
Don't fear opening the bottle, John. This looks like a tricky one.
I always do fear opening the bottle. Oh! I thought I'd gotten away with it there. I thought that was.
No, you've done all right.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Ready?
Yeah. Oh. That's got to be the worst one yet.
There was no pop there at all.
I just got a wet knee.
Did you? Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. It's quite a tricky one to pour out of as well.
Beautiful design though.
Beautiful design, and you've got that kind of rows of barley down the side
of the
bottle there as well. But yeah, not the best pop, but hopefully one of the best drams. So let's have a wee nose. So this has been matured in a combination of different barrels. Now I'm actually going to look at the back of the box because I may have forgotten.
I've got them.
Oh, you've got them. Okay.
Now I'm going to have a punt at it. So first fill bourbon.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Oloroso.
Yes.
And STR.
Yes. And what is STR?
So STR casks are shaven, toasted, and recharred. So it tends to be when casks are maybe been used before and just need a little bit of kind of life brought into them. What they can do is they can shave away the old wood and kind of re-toast them, and that kind of brings in kind of new wood contact for maturing the whiskey. So this is a combination of all three of those put together, which again, for young whiskey is quite unusual. Normally you'll see just kind of bourbon cask release or bourbon and sherry. So to have 3 different cask types in a kind of quite young release is quite exciting. I'm looking forward to trying this.
So bottled at 46%, so a good strength, natural colour and non-chill filtered.
Nice.
So kind of everything that you want from a whiskey, or in my opinion, what I look for in a whiskey.
It's got lovely sort of tropical light notes, kind of.
Tropical fruits. Yeah, let's have a wee taste. You definitely get a lot of that sort of maltiness coming through.
Yeah. That sort of cereal notes, isn't there?
Yeah.
A little bit of vanilla coming from the bourbon. Nice finish though, nice mouthfeel. What's the strength, did you say, 46?
46.
Great, yeah, good. I mean, that's the sort of strength we've been chatting about. It's a nice mouthfeel. Sometimes bottled at 40 is a little bit like breakfast whiskey for us maybe. It's a little bit too easy going, but that's got a lovely mouthfeel. So,
certainly does.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so I mean, I really cannot hammer home the point enough that I really think it's really commendable what Lochlea are doing. Producing something that's entirely created using your own barley is just fantastic, and the fact that it's part of the core range is brilliant. So moving forward, this will always be available. So yeah, look out for it at your local whiskey specialist retailer.
Great, yeah, big fan of that. So
yeah,
hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We like to bring you some kind of new, unusual whiskies, and this is a new distillery that I think we both agree are doing a great job. So yeah, good luck to them, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it.
Yeah.
Slange.
Cheers.